San Telmo was born in 1981, and it's a non-profit foundation created by the businesswoman Doña Gerarda de Orleans Borbón and the businessman Javier López de la Puerta. Its mission is the training of businessmen and businesswomen, managers, politicians, and senior executives of the administration, for them having a higher level of training to be able to create a better society. We address to the senior management, and if this senior management improves the knowledge, the abilities, and especially the attitude, where we insist very much, they will have better companies, and if there are better companies, undoubtedly, society will be better. Because San Telmo allows you to know companies, sectors, and above all, lots of people. But certainly, the greatest satisfaction is to know that what San Telmo does adds values to them.
I think that the main feature of San Telmo and what makes us different from others and what we want to be different for is the proximity to the reality of the companies.
Everybody who is responsible for the direction of an organization, either with public or private activity, ends up by coming to the Institute, because they know that in San Telmo they can find many answers to the needs they have in their jobs. I think the word that defines a student's perception when they are in the Institute is affection. From the beginning, San Telmo has been in contact with the most important business schools around the world. And we have visiting lecturers who come from Harvard, MIT, Stanford, IS, INSEAD, ICADE, and other highly awarded institutions worldwide. We focus on the action, on the business, and not on the knowledge. Our ideal teacher is someone who has a large and long experience in the business world, holding high responsibility positions, and who also has a teaching vocation and an important spirit of service. The specialization in this agro-food sector, we are the only business school in the world where the top management sits down to talk about their chain of values, to talk about main trends, and obviously to do business in this food chain. Who wants to be a hyper leader? Prize! Prize! What kind of partner to go to China? He decides to carry it out at the wrong time. The shareholders. What are the shareholders? Where do they come from?
San Telmo works with a methodology which comes from the USA. It is the case method teaching. A case is a situation which happened in the past, and there is almost always a main character. A manager who lived this situation before and had to solve the problem set out by the case.
The cases are documents which are research projects, where we do a deep research of a company and certain problems of it. Well, raise your hands if you felt identified with the case of... And then, that base of exchanging experiences, of analyzing the matter of every situation, of giving a specific solution to every problem, is how people exercise in a controlled environment. Well, becoming international is really an adventure.
Our watch, our glasses.
San Telmo has always had dreams, ideas, and projects. The most important projects for the future are to internationalize our activities from a commercial point of view. Also, we have begun to carry out regular activities in some countries, such as Morocco or in other European and American countries, to become the business school in the world with more cases written in Spanish.
The world goes very fast, and changes happen quicker and quicker. What we want is to be your partner, the student's partner in everything they're going to need in their professional lives.
Another essential aspect of San Telmo as a factory of contacts is that we encourage collaboration between companies and the possibility of doing business between them. One of the most important sections in our institute is the Former Students Department. Its task is the continuing training of every business person and senior managements who have studied at our institution. Our goal is to convince them that training never ends. It is also the chance to make new friends belonging to our area, business people like us, people we really identify with. I think this has an incalculable value. It is very important. Every person feels that the program is almost designed for them and that the complete team is at their needs, which gives you the feeling of a very, very personal treatment. San Telmo is an institution which can change your life. In fact, many former students tell us that they have a before and an after once they have been in San Telmo. And that is why many of them found many friends, and above all, they got a different vision about how running their companies and how doing their business. From the point of view of training, it is an excellent experience, but it goes much further. It's a life experience that is going to be remembered as long as one lives. You can only train people properly if you have the vocation to do so, if it really inspires you, fascinates you, amuses you, and moves you. And then, after 2 or 3 years, when you meet former students and they remind you something you did in class, and they tell you that that particular thing you did in class, that consideration which became a debate in class at that moment, helped them to change their company, to make more money, to grow, to hire new people, and to expand to other countries. The truth is that one realizes that it is really worth the effort. It is worth helping people.